Absolutely. I'm an ardent supporter of using design thinking to solve problems more effectively and to serve your users in a way that is most useful to them and most functional for them. The core tenets of design thinking are empathy for your users and having a divergent and convergent thinking approach to problem solving. So regardless of the situation, regardless of the industry, I've seen it being applied quite successfully. Whether you take the example of banking, you can see how Bank of America has used it very effectively in some of their programs. You can also see how new fintech startups are leveraging on design thinking to solve some of the potent problems that the new digital consumer is facing. Likewise, you see it in traditional healthcare, and it could be something as simple as redesigning a room or redesigning a process flow to make it much simpler for any of your stakeholders. So given the breadth of what a user entails, design thinking is really quite a universal approach and honestly highly effective. Let's take insurtech as an example. Traditionally, for insurance companies would rely on agents, resellers, and other potential partners to share with them what works for their customer. However, over the last few years, the industry has evolved quite drastically and rapidly. They're reliant a lot more on data, and they're taking a data-driven approach to their decision-making, whether it is underwriting, whether it is actuarial sciences, or now simply to understand what their customer wants. And this is the core tenet of design thinking. The cornerstone of design thinking is having a keen sense and empathy for your end user. I worked with a travel agency, I worked with an insurance agency in Singapore before to design a bespoke travel insurance product for a loyalty program. When they were trying to curate this product for the loyalty program, the focus was on packing as many benefits in as possible. But having run a user test and having run some user research and some forums with potential purchasers in the loyalty program, it was a complete shift in perspective for the insurance company when they realized that what people really looked out for was a core 4 or 5 benefits. They were highly price sensitive, which aligned with the data that the insurance company has been tracking. But fundamentally, the prioritized list of benefits that end customer, a traveler in Singapore, seeks out was very different from what the insurance agency and company expected it to be. So making this shift really helped them grow their customer base and really helped them grow their customer acquisition for their product as well. So absolutely, design thinking can be used quite universally. In fintech, digital banks have showcased and paved the way for seeing how consumer banking has evolved and how to leverage technology and design thinking to serve end customers very effectively. And design thinking isn't just applied for front ends or individual banking in banking products, but also really understanding the ecosystem of stakeholders that make banking processes more efficient. So who's used a product before as an employee of a company and realized, why is this so painful to me? Even improving such products can make such a difference to the kind of value that is created to the end customer. And that's really what design thinking is about.